I don't flip the screen around. I ain't mean to flip the screen around. Hey y'all. Come on in, come on in. Hey TikTok, hey TikTok. I'm back. I'm back on live, y'all. They had me on restriction. They had me on restriction. We actually did a live over here last week sometime, and they actually put me on restriction over here on my visionary page, so I've had to use the page with the host. So I've been over on the podcast page, but y'all, I am live on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. It is day one of a 21-day challenge, visibility and branding challenge, y'all. So today, let me see what our task is today. I'm gonna read y'all our task for today. Let me see if I can maneuver. Yeah, I got phone over here, phone over there. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I ain't gonna be on here long, but come on in, come on in, come on in. Tap that screen. If you on TikTok, I want you to go ahead and tap that screen. Tap that screen when you come in. Tap that screen when you come in. If you would, tap that screen when you come in. So it helps us get out in the For You page, helps us get out in the For You page. If you have not sent up your daily hearts, go ahead, send up your daily heart. Go ahead and send up your daily heart. Send up your daily heart. Shows support. But y'all, this week, we are we started today another 21-day challenge, y'all. And this is open to anyone that would like to participate. Anyone that would like to participate in this 21-day challenge. Let me see. I think this is it. Let me make sure this is it, y'all. Oh yeah, this is it. This is it. This is it. So hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, come on in, come on in, come on in. I ain't gonna be on long. I'm just participating in this 21-day challenge, y'all. For those that do not know, I apologize to those that are over here on the visionary page, y'all. They had me blocked. They had me locked down. They had me in jail for 7 days because they said we violated a community standard. We talked about I think they said a vaccination or something that we weren't supposed to talk about. So I'm definitely not going to be talking about no vaccinations, no, none of that. And I'm trying to stay far, far, far from stuff like that, y'all. Because one thing I don't like is restrictions. I don't like to be in the middle of restrictions. I like to be able to go live and share content and connect with those that connect with us. So I'm an author. For those that do not know, that's just started seeing me on this platform, I'm an author. I am a publishing coach, a publisher, podcaster, podcast host, podcast owner, magazine owner, blase, blase, blase. This week we are doing a 21-day visibility and branding challenge. Started today, so it will go until July the 21st. Um, Not asking everybody to go live every day. Just asking that you participate in the challenge however you can, if it's going live or if it's recording a video and posting the video so that individuals can see it. It's all about you being consistent and you doing the things that you need to do to get your brand out there, because remember, you are the face of your brand. Things are a little different for influencers and authors and different wherever area you flow in. Right now, I'm focused on speaking to the authors because I am participating in this challenge. I'm going to be participating in this challenge. So we are day one, and the day one challenge is to introduce ourselves. It says to go live, introduce yourself, your book, the purpose of this challenge, and to share what makes you passionate about your message in your journey. So I'm here. I showed up. I want to introduce myself to those that may not know who I am, reintroduce myself to those that may have lost contact, because everybody know that Facebook has deleted my main page that had over 7,000 followers, and had about 6 other pages attached to that. So don't know what's going on with that. But anybody that know me know that I'm not a person that really focus on negative things. So for them to say that negative things were on my page, I know that it had to be a personal vendetta, but it's all good because y'all know what, I always keep a backup. So fortunately, I had another plan. So we have been able to keep pressing. We have been able to keep going. Nothing has stopped. Nothing has stopped. We're still able to function. We're still able to do the things that we do. That's why I'm grateful for those platforms that I utilize outside of Facebook over there, and even over here. So for those authors that really, really want to really showcase your brand, really want to show your brand off, if you are not attached to Substack, I want to challenge you. I want to encourage you to go over, get connected to Substack, and see what they can offer you. Y'all, I love utilizing that platform because you can create audios, you can create um clips from your videos, you can upload videos, you can upload podcasts. Like you can have like 4 or 5 different little platforms going on over there at the same time. And you also can send out a newsletter. You can connect directly with your people. Like if you're not connected to Substack, y'all please go over, check it out, utilize it for the best of your abilities, for what you want to use it for. I love it. And I said I was going to tell some people about it. But today, y'all, I am here to share just a little bit about me and why I am so passionate about my message. So my message is that I am the change that I desire to see in this world. And I do that through all of the various things that I do. So everybody know that I do social injustice, podcasting, magazine, write books. I am the author of over 140 publications. I have a magazine. We do podcasts. And so we do a lot to be a voice for those that sometimes may not have a voice. I do social injustice. I work with a lot of individuals that are incarcerated inside of the TDCJ, the Texas Department of Corrections. We also work with those in Georgia. We also work with those in Colorado. We've had individuals from Alabama as well as Mississippi that we have worked with. We just believe in being a voice. We believe in human rights, that the rights of humans. We don't there is, it's not about color, because we help all individuals that have been wrongfully overly incarcerated. That is one of the things that we do. I don't do it by myself. I thank God for Shanette, who is one of the hosts over here on the podcast. If it was not for her, I'm telling you, y'all, I probably wouldn't be doing a lot of the stuff that I'm doing when it comes to social injustice. She is definitely the backbone for that part over here on the Crew Podcast, and I thank God for her because she's definitely been heaven sent. When I tell you, so if you have someone that is wrongfully, overly incarcerated, or if they did their crime and they are being mistreated behind those prison walls, I get connected with Shadette. She definitely is someone that can help shed some light on their situation, their cases, and all of that. Right now, we are working with individuals. We're working with a guy that he did his crime, but he was overly sentenced. By law, he was overly sentenced, and we are fighting to get his sentence reduced. He's actually back in court. Nothing nobody's told me, something that we are seeing for ourselves. So we do the work. You know, a lot of people don't want to do the work. They want to push it off. They don't want to go and visit their family members and find out really what's going on. But we do the work. We believe in human rights, and we believe in right, whether you have broke the law or not. You still should be treated as a human, regardless of what you've done, because we all fall short. And people can say what they want to say. I really don't care. But if we look at it, any of us could be on that other side of that prison at a blink of an eye. And who's to say? And it could be for not something that you have done, because we know that the state of Texas leads the nation in wrongfully and overly incarcerated individuals. So nothing that nobody's told me, something that you can go look up in the statistics for yourself. But anyway, just wanted to drop that this just a little bit about who I am. So I'm going to be talking about this book here and why I did this book and how this book plays a part of my message. So this book is the book that we're actually working on with our morning devotion, and it is A Closer Walk with I Am That I Am, a 31-day teen guide to exploring the Bible. It is a 31-day guide to exploring the Bible and getting to know the Bible. I say we got to put something in our kids because our kids are getting off track. And these kids, for our BK kids and our Brown kids, I can speak for them. They have this pipeline from school to prison. That's why they don't want to teach our babies nothing. That's why it's so easy for them to pull different things out of schools and out of different things, because they don't want our babies to know nothing. They don't teach us about entrepreneurship because they don't want you to own nothing. They don't want you to have nothing. They want, and they can, and people can come on and they can say whatever. I'm not angry. I'm not racist. I'm not angry. I'm not none of that, because until I went to college, I really didn't see color, because my best friend was she was white. She was WT. She was a WT, and I did not see color. And right now I have individuals within my family. We are a diverse group of family members, and there's no way I could be racist, because I love my nephews. I love my cousins, and we are all just mixed up, and I love the diversity within my family. And that's why it makes what I do so important, and it makes it so passionate for me. But I wrote this book because I want our babies to know the word. I want them to know and experience it for themselves. Because me, for myself, I grew up in the church. I grew up in different religions. I grew up as a AME. When I became of age and was able to make decisions of my own, at 18, I joined the Baptist church. I got baptized, and then I went off to college. But in the process of that, I backslid, because no one told me how to stay saved. They just told me how important it was for me to be saved, but they didn't tell me how to stay saved. So when those things came up, when guys came a calling and going to the club and picking up drinks and doing different things, I'm a teenager. I'm away from home for the first time. I have this flexibility that I've never had. I'm able to do what I want to do. So, of course, I'm going to explore and experiment. And because I didn't have that extra back and that extra push, that extra person telling me, hey, don't do this, don't do that, you need to know that, go to the word, then I didn't have that. So I was lost. Did not find my way back to church until the late mid 2000s. Um, I got saved again in 2017. I joined Pleasant Hill Baptist Church in Belton, South Carolina. Rededicated my life and began to seek God even more, um, doing different things. So I don't classify myself as a particular, I don't know what we call them, denomination. I don't go with a specific denomination. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in my Lord and Savior, um, and I believe in the Holy Spirit. So I believe in having relationships. So I believe in that relationship with Him. So um, I'm not a theologian. I've never been to theologian school. I never been ordained as anything. I'm just a child of God, that has experienced some things in life, and the things that I have experienced I just share them with other people in hopes that it will be a beacon of light to them so that they don't have to go through the same things that I went through. And hopefully that it'll be something that will help them along the way and encourage them to stay on the straight and narrow. So from time to time, God will drop things in my spirit. And when he drop it in my spirit, I have to put it out there. He deal with me with words. He would take the simplest words, and for those that follow me know, he would take those simple words and drop a whole new revelation to that word and give it to me in the form that I will be able to produce books from it. That word shift, power, help, just different things that he's dropped in my spirit that I've been able to create books around and create series around, create workbooks and create different things around those things. One word that he's been dealing with me here lately has been shift. And we've been talking about shift, and and he's given me two different meanings. So I've been able to create one book, and then I'm working on another book. So it is something that we can pour into our lives and speak over our life. So that is what I have been doing. Um, that's why I'm a little passionate. So this book here, and why I want to talk about this book, y'all. I am currently doing um, my daily devotions out of this book. Um, Again, it's not just for the kids. It's something that the adults can utilize. Um, the babies can utilize it. Everybody that can want to pick it up can pick it up and get something from it. And that's what I wanted. I want our babies to understand that you know you can have a relationship with God, and we can show them how to have a relationship with God, because it tells us that we're supposed to raise a child up in the way that we want them to go. Even if they depart, they're going to have these things in them. So we got to put it in them, and not just put bits and pieces in it. And we got to put it in them in a way that they can understand. I sit under my great grandfather for years. He always would preach to us. He would always say stuff to us. He would always pour the word into us, y'all. And now things that that I can that come to my remembrance, like the things that my mom used to share with me, even when I was 9 and 10 years old. For those that know, my mom passed away 12 days after my 16th birthday. So most of the last of my teenage and my young adult life, I didn't have her. So those things that she was pouring into me when I was 9 and 10 and 11, y'all, some of those things still are being operable in my life right now. And some of the things that keep me going, some of the things that I have been able to rely on to help me through the things that I've been through, and the things that I'm able to share. Because all I say is God knew what I was going to need for those days when she was not going to be here. So he prepared her to prepare me for those days that she was not going to be here. And that's what I want to do. I want to prepare our babies so that when they come across situations, that they'll know how to handle them biblically, that they'll know how to handle them with the word. Because a lot of times, I'm hearing a lot of stuff that is going on. I've been sitting in on a lot of these people talking about the Camilo Anthony's case. That was a tragic case. But I honestly think, and I'm not gonna give my honest opinion right now. I think it could have been handled a different. I think the whole situation could have been handled a lot different by both parties. Not just gonna put all the blame on one party. It could have been handled a different by both parties and the adults that were in in the place. Like, where were the adults that were supposed to be out there? Like, we got to really start holding everybody accountable. We can't just hold one person accountable. We got to see what part everybody played in all situations before we start throwing people under the boat and throwing people under the bus. Because this is what's happening, even down to that unaliving situation where that husband unalived his wife right live on social media, live over there on Facebook 2 weeks ago. That whole situation could have been avoided. People will probably get mad, but as a survivor, me being a survivor and being in that situation that that young lady was in, I would not have put myself in that situation. I would not went there and been argumentative with that person. Not when we know that this person had issues. And it's sad, and I feel sorry for those babies, but those families, I fault the family too, because you don't justify that this is just how they are. We don't keep brushing off, oh, that's how so and so is. No, we have to hit these things head on, and we have to deal with them and handle them. Like mental issue, mental health. A lot of people don't want to talk about mental health within their families and know that they deal with them. Oh, that is how so and so. No, that is not how so and so is supposed to act. If they're acting in a mental way, then they should be dealt with in a mental way. They need to get help. We got to stop brushing stuff under the rug and thinking that it's okay and it's going to go away. Oh no, that's not just how they are. Because then when something blow up out of proportion and it blows up, then we got all these issues. And then now we're trying to be reactive when we should have been proactive. We should have been doing something about it before it even happened, before it even arose. So y'all, I'm passionate about what I do. I'm sorry, but I'm passionate about what I do. And that's one thing you're gonna see throughout these 21 days on this challenge. Again, we are doing a 21-day visibility and brand challenge. So you're gonna get to learn a little bit about me. You're gonna get to learn a little more about my brand. You're gonna get to learn a little bit more about why I do the stuff that I do. So again, I want to thank you guys for jumping on. I want to thank you guys for being a part of the various platforms that I am on. Thank you for always supporting. If you would like, if you have not, tap that screen, tap that screen, tap that screen. If you would like to send a daily heart, please send your daily heart. If you would like to join the fan club, please send up your little heart to join the fan club. We would love to have you support the Crew Podcast. Of course, I am the visionary. And y'all can go down and scroll through some of the videos that we have on the platform, and you can kind of see what we do over here. Y'all, we are a voice for the ones that do not have a voice or think that their voice is not being heard. We don't believe in conflict. We just want to be a voice. We know that it's okay to disagree, that everybody is not going to agree on everything. And it's okay to disagree. It's okay to have your opinion. It's okay. And that's what we do over here on this platform. Um, Again, I am the visionary for the Crew Podcast. I'm the visionary for Aspiring Authors Magazine. And I am the CEO of Queen of Collaborations Coaching and Consulting. So if you are looking to publish a book, hey, I may be that person for you. So, with that being said, y'all, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. And thank y'all that are over there on TikTok sending up those hearts, those that are sending up those hearts. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm glad to be back on the Visionary page. Y'all know I have been blocked over there. Facebook, let me loose. Let my page go, Facebook. They got my page, my main page on lock. They got it on lock. They got it locked down. Don't know why, because y'all, I'm not a controversial person. I don't believe in all of that stuff. I don't everything I do, I try to stay within community guidelines. I try to be an inspirational person. I'm more about spreading love and the E3 experience. That's what I live by, and it's to educate, to empower, and encourage. I don't believe in tearing down people. I don't believe in being that petty Betty. That's not me. So with that being said, y'all, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And y'all have a great one. I'll see y'all back here tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow, probably same time. Y'all, for the next 20 days, y'all gonna see me right here. We on a 21-day challenge. Every day I'll be live. Y'all be blessed. Love y'all.